All right, everybody. This is Stephen Thousand Year Hope. This hat's for real, honestly. Okay, out in here it looks dumb, but out here it makes complete and utter sense, doesn't it, Leah?
It looks really
All right. So Leah or me, one of us had the bright idea of on our travel support our ancestors. Let's go to La Bahia or La Bahia and see that, because we've been there once before. It's an amazing little mission, and we thought, oh, we'll stop there. So we put it in Google, we show up, and we don't recognize any of this. We have never been here before.
This is the Espiritu Santo.
Well, it turns out there's another mission.
This is the one we're at.
A whole group of them.
Yeah.
So there's a Zaragoza birthplace. We haven't been there. I don't know Rosario. That sounds. It says it's a mission, but okay. So the Comanches, 2,000-man Comanche army burned down a bunch of the missions, and I'm wondering if that's one of them.
Maybe, yeah.
And then this is where we're at now. We've never been here before. Espiritu Santo, and the visitor center, which is right here. And then this is where we've been with the flags and whatnot. And we're going to find that south of the main park. It's a quarter-mile away. Oh, and there's the Angel of Goliad. She's the one who rescued, what, 3 people from Santa Ana? He let them pick. She wanted to save them all, but he let her pick 3 people to rescue. So look at that big tree. Courthouse Square. We won't make it there, but extreme heat. They're saying stay away from the street. Anyway, we're going to walk around this and take a look at that. What is this? This is Espiritu Santo in Goliad. And it's a mission that I even looked up online and it didn't show up. I don't know. This will be fun. All right, so we're parked over there in a visitor center. Those white oaks are exquisite. I know. Well, you know, it'll let me know that we can plant a few of them.
I like how the window is.
No, I don't know how we missed this one. Espiritu Santo de Zuniga moved the Santa Ana River, so mission converts, a few of them. Now, I don't know this band of Native Americans. Aranama Indians, I would say. But once again, and there's a fort nearby. That's the thing we knew. But look at these walls. These aren't inconsequential. But they're definitely not fort walls, you know, that are rifled and, you know, this was keep your cattle safe at night walls. So the park ranger said we can go in and we can take photos. Just don't move anything, she says. I don't know why people would be possessed to move stuff inside of a church, but I guess there's no end to human beings. Yeah. Man, that cactus is so wanting some water. The yucca.
And I think that misunderstood us. We're not a production company. We're just...
Yeah, I am a production company.
No, but I mean...
I'm a famous YouTuber now. I've got 2,384 subscribers.
No, I know, but she was saying that she wanted the name and where we're from. I mean,
a 1,000-year ranch and home.
I all that too, but
Thank you, love.
I just think it was...
She wanted something like Quentin Tarantino production of it. We're not. Listen, YouTubers are the newest kids on the block.
I like those points.
I like this. Listen, we haven't seen a place like this.
No.
Right? So every one of these churches is in a different style, but this stucco is the same stucco I'm going to use. And while I am a Christian, I'm not a big fan of crosses everywhere. One, not so sure Jesus wants to be remembered by the thing that murdered him.
Yeah.
The early church used fish and grapes and bread to represent him, the positive parts of his ministry. And then it's slowly been co-opted to only be the Golgotha moment. Look at the corbels there. Those are concrete. They were cast concrete, but every one of them's different, sort of ish. A little bit of style. There's still a little bit of colloquial here, right? Like there's still a little bit of. Man, look at how that patch of yucca just looks so great there.
It's nice.
Again, a totally defendable building. You know, the windows, most of them are way up high. The few openings are well gated. Wow. We haven't seen a particular mission that was like this.
No.
The other ones had functional barracks outside and cannonades, and this one's very interesting. Just your regular door, but look at the fluting they did here.
Oh my
Now that's a cool little architectural gizmo, and I could grind that out. Those look like angel wings.
Oh, they do.
I could grind that out with a grinder myself, and then to make the rivets there's our wood, and that's a cool way to do that. So I could drill those out. They make square drills, and so I could drill those out and put those in. That is really cool. Once again, simple is best when it comes to hardware. That's been here the whole time, right?
Yeah.
We'll be here 1,000 years from now. Wow. I can't believe I walked around the back side of this building. Oh, look, there's more, though. There are buildings, Leah. Well, we took the road less traveled, didn't we?
So I wonder why this is here like this.
Don't you think maybe they burnt candles there? Like it was a little friar room where you would go in and friary, and there would be candles there, so you'd know how to get there in the middle of the night. Oh, look at this scary thing.
Oh, it's a skull.
Ah, was this where they'd lay people out? Listen, this is unusual. We have to look up what that's about.
That's where they would give the
service, but look at the paintings. Of course, they'll let us in, but
we just went the.
we went the long. Why did I do that?
Because we got enthralled.
We did. It is enthralling is the right word. I'm enthralled by it. The stucco and the.
The water. That must be from the AC.
So from the AC, and it just trucks down here and feeds their. See, probably everything in the world is living off of that. Or look at all the bees. You see the honeybees?
Yes.
How sweet. Huh. All right, so mesquite.
You know what I've decided I want to do? After seeing that just now, I came to this decision. Find a solar waterfall to put inside that piece for the bees, so the water.
I think so. If you move the water, it's fresher. Look, they made that into a little cross.
And look at how pretty this is.
Oh, I didn't see the decorative plastering. That is cool. What a cool design. While we're here, let's go poke our nose into this outbuilding. Again, I've never seen an outbuilding like this. This is a little bit like the Alamo is, though, with the big outbuildings that were obviously for gunpowder and whatnot. But the Alamo walls are even thicker. Oh, fun, it's got Native American stuff.
This was the Indians that we
It is the Aranama.
Aranama.
These beams are too cool. So there's a lot of interesting architecture here, Leah, that I've not seen anyplace else. Hey, look at the coyote fence. They stuccoed in between
I was
them.
going to say, that's a good
And
idea.
zigzagged it.
I like that.
Oh, that is cool. I could do the coyote fence zigzag, but the stuccoing, man, would take forever. I would have to hire that done. Otherwise, I would never get it done.
I wonder how long it would take.
I don't know, but I'll hire it done. But look, they've got little, decorative florals carved into the wood. Very cool. So, you saw my little bit of coyote fence. It looked good the way it was.
No, that coyote fence looked really nice.
It was. So this kind of ceiling is exactly what I'm going to
You
do.
can use this for seating.
Yeah, I'm going to do that on a few things, but I've never seen something exactly like that.
This is not, I know, right?
Sit there and I'll film you. Smile. Leah's sitting there. You know what? It's very pretty.
It's a pretty, it's
It
nice.
really is. It's a very pretty little seat. And notice that's that. The red and the white really works, and I might end up with red and white organically. Bellows. So there's her blacksmithy stuff. That's why she said don't move anything, because the temptation would be to work the bellows, to touch the,
People have
Oh yeah, as a kid, that rope would be easily disrespected, and you'd love to be in there. This is the first one that had a living museum just sitting here. Well worth the drive way out of the way. Now this is way out of the way. I don't know why anybody come here unless they're going to Shiner, and then they could make the little jaunt, right?
I like these.
Listen, so many different things. Now that looks like a rifle slit, like you could take that out in times of trial, and maybe take care of that. Mission de Espiritu Santo in Goliad, which is different than the fort, which is La Bahia. And I'm still pronouncing it wrong.
La Bahia?
Pronounce it like you would if you were
So that
Mexican.
means to me, I'm thinking below.
Bahia.
Bahia.
I think it means healing waters, doesn't it? I think Bahia means healing waters. Hey, you know what we haven't seen that we always see? A well. And look how they preserve some of the wall there versus the stucco. Isn't that weird? Did that mean a building came out from that? Like that? That's a building, and then this was a building that disappeared? Man, that you can even read your cell phone screen in the this sun is amazing. Oh, I loved walking on these cobbles. Big metal gate. It means something about the coastline, huh? Inward of the coastline, huh? Uh-huh. Yeah. Well, look, they have broken down walls and relics. I wish that I had stone out at my place, but I do not. There's a little something over there. It's just too hot to wander around everywhere. But this was interesting to me. Do you think this was a prayer altar? Garden of some sort? This reminds me of the altars that has the praying Jesus. Now there's a sundial with a peg that you would put in. So it had...
There was something.
Kept time of some sort or another. That is a cool feature. Yeah, for sure that was a sundial. But Stations of the Cross is what I originally thought. We still haven't made it in the building yet. This one had a lot of different, unique architectural florals and a little bit of scribing. Even if that was a sundial, to have the radial parts of it. Super cool. So you know when I said it didn't have a lot of outbuildings? Yeah, it did.
It does.
They're just all in ruins. I wonder if this one was sacked by Santa Anna or the Comanches. Because that's, you know, that's not accidental. That would take a lot of hard work. And look how tiny this cute little house would have been. Or whatever it was. Food storage or larder.
Maybe like a...
Yeah. Who knows, right? That's what we keep... Yeah, he's been around. I'm going to be honest, I don't know what species of tree this is. Oh, there's a museum in there.
Yeah.
Let me look at these ceilings too as well. So just not quite herringbone, zigzag pattern brick. Oh, once again you've got the... But
it looks like there's rocks.
Well, the other one did too. They had a layer of gravel and then concrete on it. That one inside the church had plaster pressed in, and that looks like plaster and or cement. And then the other thing is, these sticks out here are not as precise as the ones that were inside.
Yeah.
So, you know, and even the other missions we've seen, the sticks were more well groomed, where they made this work. So any stick was good enough. Well, that's good for me to know, because I've got unlimited numbers of cedar.
Oh, look at this guy.
Big old grasshopper. Give you $1 if you eat his legs.
Ew.
Oh, well. Dudes would have been all over that, Leah. You lost your man card.
Give you $1.
Oh, I've already done it as a child, so I've already proved my man card there. Well, I can't because of my special hat.
Oh, that's not even true.
It is true.
It is not.
This hat is a hat that's a friend to all animals.
You don't want to eat
It's a friend to all animals. You're going into the museum. We dial our voices down because that's who we are. Ooh, look at the conquistador. It says to try it on, Leah. Try it on and then I get to try it on. Have you ever tried on? Don't worry about the mail, but try on the hat. See how conquistador you look. Oh, you look so Spanish. Listen, I'm going to take a picture or two of you Spanish.
Hang on. It's
Let me pause this and then I'll take a picture of you.
Okay, you put it on.
All right, now I'm recording, so you just point it. Well, this is fun. I'm going to believe that it goes on this way.
Oh, see, I had it on wrong. You didn't tell me? I got to redo
Óigame,
it.
señorita.
Yo no me diga eso.
Ay, mucho gusto.
Turn it around the other way. Let me see how it looks. How do you know it was the...
I don't. Maybe that's the whole point of this helmet, is it goes on both ways.
Well, it looks better that way.
You don't know.
Yes, I do.
Are you pointing at my belly or at my hat?
No, it's your
It
hat.
doesn't feel like hat. It feels like you're just letting everybody stuff. So, listen, you can't do this because you're a girl, but as a guy,
Oh, I'm going to do it now. Just because you said I couldn't. That looks
you
really
can't. This is guy stuff.
good. No, I'm going to put it on.
Can't
just
guys
like
have
that.
anything all by
I'm going to
themselves?
put... Okay, well, see, now I have to do it. That looks really neat.
Does it look good? Is it good? If I walked around Austin with this on, would people respect me
If
more?
you went to Eeyore's, absolutely
Is
not.
it in Smithville? I would definitely be well known. The guy who wears conquistador
I don't
gear.
know about that.
All right.
Okay,
well,
let me
that
try
was
it.
fun. You want to try it with the chainmail?
Yes.
All right. I'm not sure you can even do the chainmail. You're just a little girl. I'm not mocking you. I'm making a statement.
Don't underestimate me.
How heavy is that? It's a lot heavier than you knew. Oh, you suddenly look.
Isn't it Joan of Arc or
No,
something?
you look like the James Bond.
Is this right?
M1. You instantly look like James Bond's M. What was her name? She recently passed away.
Oh, I don't know.
You do.
It's
I'm
heavy.
telling you, know the Spanish in you.
It's super heavy.
You are instantly in touch with your Spanish ancestors, and they are proud.
Can you imagine having a bra like that?
They didn't. You didn't know there was no such thing as women armor. None.
See,
Joan
there
of Arc
should have
wore
been.
male armor.
There
I
should.
did not know that. I recently found that out. There's no
That would-
such thing as women armor.
Oh.
I like how they said, "Don't touch anything,"
No,
and
but-
then they put out the coolest thing on earth to touch.
Yeah.
Leah and I felt so conquistador-y. No wonder why these guys showed up and said, "Oh, there's only 55 of us. Let's take on the Aztec army. There's 1,000,000," and they did it. This guy's over crazy.
Yeah.
Montezuma, that whole Cortez and crew, crazy men. All right, let me rotate. Man, that makes my big hat look silly.
Oh, look, there's a blue one. How pretty.
Well, it's interesting to me that this is a little butterfly. Place of sanctuary. 1722 is when this was built, Leah.
So did you see all these missions here?
I did not.
Look how it has...
Oh, are they ones you can visit or ones that have been sacked? We got to look at
Explore the
Refugio.
lay
We're
of
heading
the
towards
land.
Refugio, aren't we?
Yeah. San Antonio mission, San Jose. We've done
We did that whole mission
We did
reach.
this whole, yeah.
Explore the lake in the time of the Spanish Empire. So they may or may not still be here. But listen, I'll capture it,
Yeah.
and then we can look these up
So
individually.
this is where we're at now. The mission.
Missions on the move. Well, look at this one. I've never seen it. But we've been there.
This
Do you
is-
remember a turret? I don't
Yeah.
remember a round turret.
I think that one, because that's the one.
Maybe they're using this to indicate it's a fort.
Maybe.
And then we're heading to Port Aransas, which is here-ish, right? That's Rockport. So there's a Refugio, a couple of those. But look, there's an end date, 1830. I don't know. We'll have to see Refugio when we get to Houston or Port Aransas. We'll look that up. Now this isn't the church, so I can still be noisy. Look at the cannon. I want a cannon at my house. I want a real live cannon, Leah. Get me one for Christmas.
Okay, so look, this is what it was. So this is the building we just went to. So look how much bigger.
Oh my gosh. So the things that we called little buildings weren't little buildings. They were these.
So there's only, I guess, whatever that was left.
This
partial.
and the visitor center. And everything else has been set, and all these are gone. Everything here is gone.
Oh, look, it has
the original survey. Mission Espiritu Santo de Zuniga, 1722 to 1830.
Exactly what that is, and it tells you stone wall, sand, paving.
Unit 3.
Oh, that is so cool. I love
everything
these
starts
old
with a drawing.
Yep.
Man, I love these guys that build these models. They
So
really
actually, they
bring
uncovered the historical records.
Oh, they did. That's a really cool above me. There's one of the original wagon wheels. But that is a really cool mural that they painted up there. How amazing.
So the University of Texas initiated the archaeological investigations in 1935.
Then just like the fort, it was probably rebuilt because people disrespected their histories in the 1900s. They really didn't care, did they?
So restoration work ended with the termination of the Civilian Conservation Corps in 1941.
Right. FDR saved America, and he doesn't get nearly enough credit. You know, you don't pull yourself up by your own bootstraps. It takes a army. It takes a visionary. Oh, here's an ideal of what the church would look like. Each day at sunset, the motion.
These are the dance rituals over here.
Oh, the dance rituals. Now, was there a button you could press to light it up?
I don't see one, but you can see them in there.
Native American.
Yes.
Well, because they did it at sunset, I bet. Dance is called mitotes.
May have lasted up to 3 days.
3 days. They tried to stop the mitotes. Wow, dancing is awesome. That is another cool diorama. ¿A dónde se fue la mission? I don't know. Missions to redraw. So something happened in the 1800s in Texas where they just gave up being Catholic. Let's look at this. Look at this. Oh, wait, there's our sundial that was out there.
Okay.
Archaeologists found 2 sundials excavated during the mission.
So they did daily workland worship.
Around the sundial. Well, now we know. Oh, look, there are lights around there go in a circle so you can see the sundial move. Man, that's a really good display. Hats off to the Parks Department. What a great
that is okay.
display. I'm going to wait for it to change and then I'll come back.
So that little thing that we saw, I think, is that what that was out front? Or the watch out? The watch? Remember you said what little room was that?
I didn't think there was a cannon, but that's because this has been wrecked, right? So there's somewhere they would have had cannons in here. And you would really not want to stick your face there because the darn thing could shoot a mile. They could shoot at you way before you could shoot at them.
So they called the Aranama called this land before the Spanish arrived. So it was their land first.
Whoop, they changed to a different time.
Yep, look.
Yep, and there's the sundial that moved.
So what time would that be? So are we doing like 12,
well,
1, 2,
that's
3?
the whole thing about sundials. You recalibrate them, with the winter solstice and the summer
So
solstice, but all the time you have to move a sundial so that noon moves, and then you put it in relationship to that for a while.
What time?
But I don't know a lot about sundials. It'd be a cool thing to add. Look at this cannon.
It says knowledge of the Aranama religion and customs have been lost.
Well, I would think so. The scribes, history is written by the victors. So these would have gone in the corners of the walls. This, wherever the walls were, they would have had two cannons facing.
Okay.
So this was an armored, just like the fort. Just the walls aren't as substantial. Oh, the last wall standing. These are some of the last remaining walls from 15. Oh, look, you can see where they... What a good restoration project they did. Huh. This was a sacristy used by the priest to hold ceremony, birth, death, marriage, etc., etc. Now this room is not cool at all. This room's very hot.
Well, because I think if the doors are open, it'd probably be
Oh,
different.
you have a feed of the and the doors right there are they're just solar radiators, Huh.
Can you imagine being in this room like 24 hours a day, 7 days a week? You would go crazy.
1758. I'm sure they only went in here to record a marriage.
No, but I mean, let's say you would be in here alone with your thoughts of life. I would probably go and I would lose my mind. I would. There's many things that go through my mind. I don't think I could handle it, to be honest.
So this is just to make liquor. Well, of course. Men's got to have their hooch.
They need their tequila.
They got to have their hooch. And here they were worried about the Native Americans dancing around the fire.
That makes sense with those big yuccas. Maybe they have them.
Yeah,
all
that's what I
over.
thought. When I saw those, those were definitely for drinking. Yeah.
Okay, so what time is this?
Well, I would say that's getting ready to go bedtime. I would say that's 5 o'clock. Turn down my voice. So the park ranger said we could record in here. Did she say it's a functional mission still? Oh, watch your step. They're going to let us go up. Or did it chain that off? Did it? Oh, it does. Please keep off. Oh, look at the stairs. Another cool architectural design. But, I mean, these are the kind of stairs you just get hurt on, right? Huh. Was this a mural that they found and preserved?
The wall fragments over 200 years old from the Nuestra Senora del Rosario mission located 4 miles west of Goliad. They uncovered it in 1974.
Isn't that cool? You can see where they cut through the layers of the wall.
And there was crushed motif of colors revealed minerals and regenerate and
right, and that's why
the pigment.
This ochre is probably what my house will end up being.
See, now those colors are really pretty though.
Listen, I got Venetian blue. You see that blue? I've got that, and I've got just enough to do the back wall.
That's the color of the walls that I put in that little
There's a lot of artwork. We commented on this. So when they did this in the 30s, they really went all in with the...
And what I wanted to do too is paint the porch blue on the inside.
Yeah, just to cool things down. Right? It's just so hot.
Like that.
Yeah, exactly like that. The baptismals here are blue. Oh, it says you can light a candle here, Leah, if you want to light a candle and put some money in. So they've got you a little prayer candle. Let you do your thing. Carved cupolas. I think I would like to do that too as well. And you know, the spoon chiseling. It's just a matter of being really precise and repetitive with your chisel. It's not real complex. Certain pioneer ruggedness. There's the choir balcony. And this one's a lot higher than the other ones we visited. The ceiling is white. Let's see, or blue. I've been thinking of doing the ceilings in my house, but they're too low. I think it needs to be all one color. Brick wall. Sure, not a lot of privacy in this confessional. You'd know exactly.
It has been 3 years since my last confession.
Hey Leah, go in there and tell me all your secrets.
I will.
About me. Tell me the sins you've done against me. So this is the door we were at when we looked in.
Yeah, this is, I find this. So he would probably stand there and give his
I've been to churches where they used a little oratory loft.
Germany had.
Right, because wouldn't they do that during regular masses and they would keep the altar area for high mass, if I remember right? The artwork here, if it's a repop, is totally different than any of the other missions. Even though it's elegant, it's a lot more primitive.
Yeah.
Very simple.
I like just how they built it.
Now, you picked that fight. Hey, now we know what these altars were. Remember last time we thought they were laying out the dead? But now we know that they built some kind of a presentation on them.
This makes sense. See, the stations of the cross are around the church.
It does. This one makes the most sense of anyone we visited. And without the capulas or whatever these are called, these don't make much sense. But it would be, you know, you would have the stations of the cross, and then you would have particular, whatever this mission represented, that would be the focus. Lots of interesting colors, lots of interesting art.
Like molding, but it looks like a rope.
You know what it is? It's just plaster that somebody made that way, and I don't know if I have that time.
So that's where the staircase went to.
Yeah, and notice everything here is super high.
Because the choir.
Oh, yeah.
The people that would sing, I bet you that's where the choir.
Yeah, that was where the choir. Man, the acoustics in this place were amazing. Amazing. All right. Well, this is fun. Did I capture all the architectural thing? I did, indeed I did. Mission de Espiritu Santo, thank you very much for your presence.
They have a restroom there. I think we should.
I think so too as well. I would like to find an old gate like this.
Yeah.
You know, this incredible. These hinges, everything's simple, but simple lasts a long time. Oh, good. I always like doing these in case somebody wants to pause and read it. I like to capture this moment.
So, fun fact,
So maybe, that's why we can't find all the missions. The park ranger said a lot of them are private. And so to find the missions, you kind of have to do many, many resources. So maybe that will have them all.
This will have, I think.
But no, that's just El Camino Real. That's just the King's Highway.
See?
It's still not everything. So the nice thing about Texas, it is a country in and of itself. We are the Lone Star State, but we are also, it is mighty big, like my hat. And you can see, listen, we have not seen everything there is to see even within 50 miles of us.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of fun, and this is all brand new to us. Some of the missions in San Antonio that we've been there for years, Leah, we're brand new to both of us. So this is the Mission de Espiritu Santo in Goliad, not the fort. We're going to go drive to the fort real quick, walk around it. It's mighty hot, so I don't know how long we'll be.
Oh, Oh, we need